Hello again. Why I'm in the cellar again, you may ask. Simple. After 26 years of this being the way it's been, in fact it's probably more like 30 years, we're finally going to cover it over. We're going to cover it with some plastic cladding, we're going to put some battens running down the wall, and then put some going that way to let it ventilate. We'll explain more about that when it's getting done. So, why? Why has it took so long to fix it? Many years ago we had a water problem. In this cellar here was flooded between 2 to 3 inches of water. We didn't know where it was coming from. The council said it was groundwater. It turned out it wasn't. And just over the beginning of last year, I think it was, when the new neighbours finally moved into the property, they finally discovered that they had 3 cracked drains. And how that was found was somebody put the condenser pipe from the boiler into the stink pipe, which that is the pipe that takes all the number 2s and number 1s away. And of course the sink waste one, that was blocked as well. And the one running away from the property, that had gone as well. They were all cracked, all 3 of them. So when they connected the boiler to the stink pipe, the water backed up, got into the boiler, end of boiler. So they had to call out building firm. They came round, dug up more or less the whole backyard to fix the problem. And just this year basically, well sorry, last year I should say, it has finally begun to dry out. So we can now move on, because it was ridiculous. We couldn't do anything down here. Now at least we can. So we're going to sort this problem first. And I'll show you what I had to do to solve the problem with the water in here. I had to put a sump with a pump in. So I'll show you that before I have to go upstairs and start getting the battens ready. Here it is, the dreaded sump with a pump. Look at it. It looks so nice, doesn't it? Sort of like, I've got an inbuilt swimming pool, I suppose you could say, or a paddling pool. Believe you me, that is 3 foot deep when it is filled. Anyway, enough of this, let's go and get the battens ready. Right then, what I'm going to do now is, I'm actually going to mark one of these up at 7 foot. Because I'm just going to cut them all at the same time. Right, so I'll put this underneath here, place this on here, the square. That says it's at 7 foot. So what I'll do is, right, I'll take this bit here, and just check that bit off. There we go, innit? That's it. That is the 7 foot mark, right? I'll score this here. Right, now just show you this tape measure, why I like it. Let's put this in a bit. If you look here, right, you've got your numbers, conventional tape measure, and it's also got this bit here on top of it. We turn it over, you have the same on the other side. It's very good, I like it. It was actually in the cheap to clear bin at Screwfix, so thought, I'll try it out. It was actually quite cheap, I think it was only about £3 I think, something like that. Anyway, enough of that. And it's also magnetic. I'll show you the magnetic bit working some other time. Well, we won't do it. See, magnetic, see? So it can actually stick these big screws in the wall and you can actually get a measurement out of it. Anyway, enough of that. We've marked this. Let's go and open it up, get the 6 out and get them cut. Right, get the boys. Right then, now you can see I've got it here, right, all leveled up at this bit here at the end, and over here it's clamped. You can see the clamp there on the left, you can see the laser line, and I've got it marked up. So now I'm just going to cut the whole lot in one shot, and then after that I'll give them a quick measure, and I bet you they will all be 7 feet. Okay then, right. Right, here we go, the cut. Right then, here we go, 7 feet. If you can see that or not, 7 feet. So we turn it over. No. Well, didn't it just fell off the end. Anyway, we'll get that sorted just now. Right, 7 foot. Move to the next line. 7 foot. Come on, slide it over. Oh, and it did it again. Right, they're all at 7 foot. Trust me on this one. So that's it. On to the next job. Right then, what am I doing now? Right, this is a pupper punch, usually used in metalwork. I find it's just as good in wood for what I want. What I'm actually going to do is, I'm going to mark up here where I want the holes to be drilled up on the wall. The reason why I do it, because if I don't do it, the holes end up all over the place, and I keep getting the same question, are you sure you want me to drill there? Is this where you want me to drill? Simple. I mark it up, I say where you can get a brick and get it drilled up, that's where you go. It's simple. All you have to do is put your little square on here, like so. Right? Let's mark that where I want it to be. You mark up, in fact, let's take it up a little bit further. You mark it there, that one there, right, because this one has to have a new hole in it. Then you move to the next one along, like so. You mark it. Move a little bit. Right, I've got this down, so it'll be easier. Right. Mark it in the centre again. You come down again. You mark it again. Make sure it stays level with the bottom. Mark it again. Again. Get it there. And you mark it yet again. Yeah, in the middle. So now I'll take it downstairs and I'll give this a countersink in place where all the marks are, so that when the batten bolts go through, they don't pull too tight on the battens. It's all for a reason, and I'll show you why later. Okay then, I'll get on, get the rest done, because you don't have to see it. Come on, what? Switch off please. Right then, we're about ready now for the battens to go on the wall. We've got the saw ready in case things have to be cut. Spirit level, we've got to fill this gap in today, cover that wall. We've got down here, we have the hoover ready, we've got the drill with dust collection unit on it. And we'll go and have a look at the bolts now. Right then, and here we have all the bolts all ready, just in case we need different sizes to do the job. So, now that we've done all this, what possibly can go wrong? Right then, that's the two side battens in place. Now all that's got to be done is drilled all the way up. And as you can see, the surge is very quiet. Right, now we're going to drill all the way down, and then after that we'll put the rest of the batten bolts in place, because now the wood itself is actually level. So let's get on with it. Right now, that's them all drilled now. Now we're going in with the surgeon now, and let's just hope it still remains nice and quiet, because it's been doing very well, which has been a nice surprise this. Well, there we go. That's that job over and done with now, and I must admit the surgeon was actually quite quiet when we were doing that. Right, now I'm going to cut the horizontal wood now for the ventilation. So, here we go. Oh, lost my off switch. Right, that's that done. Now we'll get on with the horizontal job. Right then, what's been going on here is we've put 3 of them in place for a reason. The reason why we've done it this way is it's so that at the back of this there is actually ventilation. So there won't, if there is any moisture, it will eventually come out and it's got somewhere where to go. If we'd have put the main buttons here along this way, what would have happened was we would have sealed it in. And over time it would start to smell, because the fact is we've sealed the moisture in. So this is why we've done it this way. And all these are doing, these are the front bits to where the plastic cladding is going to be positioned at the front of it. So, and the reason why we've done 3 already is so that when they do the next one, we can actually see what they're doing and how they're going to do it. Because we couldn't do it and down here on these levels, because nobody would have been able to see a thing. So now we'll get the boys back in and hopefully we'll be able to show you how to do this without it going wrong. Hopefully. Go. Right, my son now is putting some glue to help support the panels that we've put along there horizontal. Reason for this is because we're only using a brad gun, and that's all we need. That glue is particularly strong. And as I marked them all up before, now we know exactly where to actually put the glue line. Next, we put the board up and on. And then it's levelled at the end with the spirit level, so we know that it has went straight to the end. My other son will get the brad gun and he'll tack it in place with one brad. Then next, my other son will get the other spirit level, check to make sure it's level, and once he's got it level, my other son, once it's level, again, starts tacking it all the way along. And then of course once the glue dries in place, it will be fixed in there so strong you probably will end up breaking the wood trying to get it off. And that basically is how simple the whole job actually is. And that is why I did it there and not down the bottom, otherwise you wouldn't be able to see. Right then, there you are, done. Now I'll just check to make sure that it is actually, you can see the whole top of it. And if you're wondering why the top was done that way, well, we had the board and we just thought to put away, we'll use it anyway. Right, the reason the job was made a lot easier was with one of these. They call them brad guns, or nail guns. It's not, it's just a glorified tack gun. It was cheap. We actually paid £25 for this, and we bought it out of Screwfix. It's up in price now, it's about £30 at Screwfix. And we thought, well, if it's going to work, we'll buy a more expensive one. We've had this now for about a year now, and it's done quite a lot of work, and we're still using it. So, now you've had a chance to see what we've actually done here, and it's actually made it all a lot stronger. I'll let you have a quick side view on this to see what it looks like from the side. Alright. Now you can see right at the top now. I wasn't too sure if the camera was set right for that. So, and now this is the side view now. Now you can actually see what it's like from the side. Let's slow it down a bit. There we are. Lift it back up again. Pull it over a bit, I think. Right. And you can see why there's your ventilation gaps between it. Right then, now we cut the plastic cladding. Right, now this is the important bit. Which way up do you have to put the plastic cladding? I'll put this one down here just now. Right, if you're putting the cladding along the wall this way, the tongue goes to the bottom and the groove goes up here. So if you're putting the cladding on this way up, with the lines running up and down there, you put the tongue towards that side and you put the grooves this way. And now I'll show you why you have to do it this way. Now I'll show you why. When the boards are flat like this along your line, if you look here, this part of the groove is actually bigger, and this is for a reason. When this piece here connects in like this, and if any rainwater comes down and gets into that gap there, the water cannot come above this piece here. So that is why you have to have the groove to the top. So when this goes in place, the water cannot rise above that piece here. And of course, this way up, it goes that way on. Just like that. Right, we put the glue on the vertical ones. So now, my son now is starting to put the pins in place now to pin the whole thing in so it'll hold in there nice and tight. And the pins that we're using are the pins for the actual cladding. They have actually got white dome heads on them. Right, here's my son just finishing off putting on the glue now. Next move is now as we position the board in place. Sorry, it's actually cladding, it's not board. Right, making sure it's at the right height now. My other son will very quickly put a pin in place and hold it there. Now that that pin's in, he'll put one lower down just to secure it in place, and then it'll get a quick check over to make sure everything is in alignment. Now with the spirit level, we'll check it for the last time to make sure that it is running true. Once that's been done, and my other son will now finish off putting all the pins in. Right, here we go, the last tack that's going into place now, and that's the job finished. Yep, job done now. So now we're going to have a look at it from some of the side angles. Right, now we can see it from the side now, to see what it actually looks like. There we go, back up again. And now we can see what the whole thing looks like, and I have to admit, a lot better compared with what it was. Okay then, a quick summing up of the job. 1. Would we do it again? No, we certainly wouldn't do it in plastic cladding, that's for certain. It was just too much of a problem. We prefer using screws, not these. And for what these are, £5.50 a bag I think they were, something like that. £5.55 for a bag of 100. Wasn't worth it, and of course we didn't need this bag either. The plastic was just too brittle, we couldn't cut it with the saw. So that was a bit of a disaster. And would we actually do it the same way? No, we wouldn't pre-cut everything beforehand, because the fact was we were stuck for room. We had to cut everything first. And of course this meant, as the ceiling started to run off and the floor ran off, it meant it got a little bit higgledy-piggledy towards the end. So no, it was our fault. We should have actually measured it all the way along to make sure that it was going to be the same measurement all the way along. But we just took it that it should be the right measurement, and it turned out it wasn't. Anyway, no big deal. It is only for the cellar. Next time, if I ever have to do that, I will do it in pine cladding. It will be cheaper and a lot easier, because I mean the cladding alone wasn't even enough £100, and I don't think it was worth it, to be honest with you, in plastic. So anyway then, thanks for watching. I hope somewhere along the line you've learned something and I've helped you, so maybe in one of your projects you might decide to do the same thing. Okay, bye now, and thanks for watching.